Hey, my wonderful people, I hope you all are doing good. This is your DJ here back again with a brand new episode. So, I know it's been 1 month. I've not dropped any episodes, and I've only done 2 episodes in Norway. So, I think this is gonna be the 3rd episode, and it's been up and down, had difficult times, just surviving here. I'm just being like playing the game survival of the fittest, just doing things, learning things. Everything is new. We should know how to survive, manage around, see to which is good, bad for your health, physical, mental health, everything. It's been a rough time for me. So I think, okay, let's talk about something which happened here. So I'm not going to scare you guys because this is like reality. What happens in the movies is the real. That's what they make it as movies and portray it. And I'm not like degrading or doing anything like that, because this is a reality which happened. And 2 things happened. One happened during the month of September last year, September. So I was waiting in the bus station, like in the city, because I'm like 24 kilometers away from the city. So we use bus as public transport because I don't have a car here. As you know, guys, it's hard. And so I was waiting in the bus station, in the city bus station, okay. And there I was waiting with my 2 friends. So we were just sitting, chatting, friends, getting to know about things and just random conversations. And suddenly I think like 2 persons came towards us. It was these 2 guys. They were like in their early 30s, and one guy they were not like well dressed up, like okay, like they were dressed up good, and one guy was like like few meters away from another guy. And the guy 1, I can mention like guy 1 and guy 2. Guy 1, he came and spoke with both of us. Like he was like, I don't have money, can you please lend me some money? I want to meet my family. They are in some place, in some place, like it's a bit far from the city, so I want to go and meet them. And I was like, this is scam and they are trying to fool me out. Like, and my friend, she's from Brazil and me from India. I have seen so many scams and so many things happening around the world, and so many things happened. So I'm like, God damn, are you gonna scam me right now? And I'm an Indian. I was like looking at him, and he was like talking towards me, and my friend was like, don't look at him, just put your eyes down. He's like trying to scam us. And that guy, he was like continuously talking, and we were like, no, we don't have money, we have only card. And he had the gut to say like, no problem, there's a nearby ATM, bank here, we can go there and take money. And I was like, are you crazy? My inner mind voice like, are you crazy? Do you think that we are going to come with you and gonna take money and give it to you? We're not that dumb. And my friend and we were like looking at each other, and we were neglecting him like for more than 5 minutes. He was like begging, pleading, can we go there, can we go here? And okay, and we were like, God damn, just be quiet, we're not going to do anything. And he was like, finally he got so frustrated over us, and he was like, I don't have time to listen to your stories. If you want to give money, you can give, or just go. And I was like, what? And my friend was like, she gave a frowning face to him, like, what are you saying? And finally he just left, and we were both looking at each other, and we were like, these guys try to scam us. And like, this is the first time, not even in India, I've never seen anybody like scamming. I didn't have any personal experience, but this was the first time. This guy, like, I was a bit scary because this is new to me, and I'm a foreigner. I don't know how to handle things. And my friend, because she's been in and out of Norway, so she knows about all these things. She was very good at handling things, and I was like a bit scared. But finally my friend was like, you should not be looking at them when they're like asking things. She was teaching me, and I was like, yeah, now I learned a good lesson. Like, they're trying to scam us, and that was so cheap of trying to scam. And I'm been in places where scams are high. It was so easy, and I'm like, god damn, I'm not going to go to an ATM, withdraw money and give it to your hand. That's not going to happen. But he became so angry, and he was like, I don't have time to listen to your stories. I could still remember the way he spoke and the tone and how he was rude about it. And we were like, we are not going to just go. I'm not gonna think about it. And me and my friend, we were like laughing and pondering over it. And the best part is, I came with 2 friends. Okay, so this was a girl, and the guy, he was like, he went out of the bus station. He was like near to some stores, and these 2 guys asked him also money the same way. And we were like laughing like anything. These guys were like targeting people like from like foreign, or like they know the Norwegians, because we were like talking English. And he was so clever, he spoke English. He was pretty good speaking, and he was like telling things. And I was like, okay, that means he's targeting all the foreign people who talks English more than the Norwegians, because the Norwegians, they know what's happening. And we also know we are not that dumb to like believe and go and behind him and give him money. But yeah, this happened, and we all 3 were laughing during our journey to the school. And that was a very, very crazy experience. That's my first time experience of trying to get scammed, but I was not fooled. Obviously, I'm not going to get fooled. So that was the first thing which happened. So yeah, lesson learned. Not lesson learned, because I didn't lose any money or I didn't do anything, but I know like what to do when these kind of people approach me. Now the second thing was, which happened like last month, maybe mid of last, I think like 10-11, I'm not sure. And this was not a scam. This was so silly, like in Hollywood movies, like kids messing around with other kids, and in the malls and in centers and in shops. Now the same thing happened to us. Actually, we are grown-up adults, and this time it was like my classmate. She's like 24 years old, and my other 2 schoolmates from different lines, so they were also with us. We went to the mall, we had some shopping, and we went to a restaurant. I don't want to mention the name of the restaurant because I don't want to get any issues. And it was we ordered some food, and we were just having. When we finished our food, and we were like checking on to the bus timings, because here we use buses, and we had another like 1 more hour to wait. So we thought, okay, let's be in this place. And out of nowhere, these 2 kids, they were like 12, and the girl was like a 12, and the small guy, maybe he'll be like a 10, 11, maybe 13, I don't know, like they are like down like maybe 13, 12, 11, 10 during the between these ages. And these 2 kids, suddenly they came towards us. We were just normally just chit-chatting and doing things, and these kids came to us, and they were talking Norwegian. Like, we could understand, because since I'm learning Norwegian, I could understand what they're trying to say. I think they were just messing around, and suddenly they started to do some clumsy and nasty works. Like, they started to throw salt and pepper on on my friends, and she and the girl, those two kids, they had like fake cigarettes. They were like showing off, like they know to smoke, and they were like so pro. And I was like, you guys, you're like once, like twice younger than me, and you guys are so good at acting smoking. And that became an issue. Literally, that became an issue. They started to do nasty things, throw ketchup on the floor, push down the plates, and I don't know, from nowhere these kids came, and they were talking so bad. The language was so harsh. I can't tell anything because it's Norwegian, and I know like exactly what they were saying, and they were like trying to not physically, like harass my friend, from other line, harass him with verbal harassment and all those things. And I was like, what's happening? And my friend, she was like, because I didn't get involved literally, because those two kids, they were targeting my friend, which is my classmate, and the other two schoolmates from the other lines, and they didn't target me. I was like, I'm also with them, and you guys are not targeting me. As I don't know why. I can't figure out why they didn't target me. And I went down to the reception because my friend was like, you have to go and tell them. And yeah, the reception, I went and told them that these two kids are making a huge problem. They are just doing some messing around things. And yeah, they came up. One person from the reception who was working there came up and saw these two kids and just warned them. But before he was like warning, they just ran away. And we were okay. I thought okay, those kids are gone and nothing's gonna happen. But again, they came back, and this time there was another customer who was like few tables away, and that man, he was warning those kids not to do anything. And we thought, okay, this is getting way more serious, because my classmate, she was getting so mad, she tried to even try to punch her down, because that small girl tried to hit her. And we were like, this situation is gonna get serious, and we are foreigners, because my classmate and me, we are foreigners. She's from Philippines, I'm from India. So we thought, okay, not getting into any issues. So we were like, let's go down to the reception. And during this time, like, we filmed, my friend just took videos of what they were doing, like throwing things and everything down. And yeah, so we have a evidence that this happened, because they were like telling like, no, we didn't do anything. They were just talking nasty and all truthless stuff, like just nothing true. And we were like, no, we have evidence. And that girl was like, you have to delete the video and that and this. And that girl, that 12-year-old girl, she was coming after us because my friend took a video, and that's gonna be evidence. But we were like, no, we're not going to delete that video. But the place, the restaurant, the people working there, like one lady told like, oh, you have to delete the video because they're coming to you guys because you have the video. And we were like, no, we have that as an evidence of what's happening, because that the girl and the boy, they were like telling, oh, the other classmate, like, oh, she's my auntie, he's my uncle, and like, which is not even true, because everybody is the same age, and we are the same age, and those kids are like down like 12, 10, 11, and they were like messing around a lot. And finally, like, we were like, no, we're not going to delete that video. And that was very bad, because those kids who are just 12 and 10, we can't listen to them because we are foreigners, and if we get into any problem, we have a evidence that this happened. So evidence is there, so you can't do anything. And yeah, so lesson learned again. When any problem happens like this, just take a video and keep it. They can tell delete it, do it, but don't do it, because that's gonna help you out somewhere else. It can. Now this happened with the small kids, but if it happens with a big person, like same age like us, that's gonna work out. Definitely, that's gonna be a big evidence. So I've learned a lesson, and my friend also learned a lesson, and we were like, yes. So finally, but we were like traumatized. My classmate was like, she was like so dull for 2 days, and my other schoolmates also were like, they were like down because they were like totally traumatized, and I was like also traumatized, like what's happening, like I don't know. But I learned a good lesson. So these are the two things which happened, and I was like, okay, we should be on alert. We should know. I know what's happening, because still we don't know the language. That's a hindrance for me. So I understand, but I'm gonna reply it in English. So those kids I could still imagine they were like 12, and I can't imagine, like they were just talking so bad, so harassing. The words was so bad. I was like, okay, that's how the parents grew them up. Just go. So yeah. So two lessons learned, and now I'm getting ready for the real time world, like getting into things and knowing things. That's amazing. I'm like learning many things. This 6 months of being here has taught me a lot. Lots of things. Yeah. So this is the thing what I wanted to say, because this is important, rather than me telling about the trips to different places and that and this. That's not gonna work. But this is like real time things which happen, and I have to share things so that you can come to know, okay, this happened. Yeah. So yeah, this is what happened. Okay, now I think it's time to end, and see you and meet you in another episode. Until then, take care guys, bye bye, and DJ signing off from this episode.